Hey, you guys. So, I wanted to share with you today what I gave up since COVID. Um, Now, if it's a little noisy, I'm at a Starbucks. You'll learn that one of the things I gave up was my office space. um, so, let's get right down to it. Now, I have to give a brief context of why I was inspired to share this. And I've been listening to um, the way of the Tao by Lao Tzu, right? Lao Tzu is an ancient, I guess you could call him a philosopher. Um, but what I love is that he left no trace of himself. And so individuals have found this book, it's been published, and now it's a wonderful record of a great teaching. And it can really lead to simplicity, compassion, kindness, and it matches a lot of Jesus's teaching and all these great other teachers. So, anyway, one of the principles he shares in that book is if you want to gain everything, then give everything up. And interestingly enough, I feel that a lot of us intuitively have this instinct, right? And I feel like with COVID, we are coming to terms with what we've gained. And it's an opportunity to ask ourselves, well, what's the cost of what I have? If we have everything, right? If we have a good job, if we have money, a house in a great neighborhood, a great school district, well, everything that was great is slowly crumbling as everything becomes different. And so I believe we're being stripped down to the bare essentials. And we're learning we didn't really need any of this anyway, right? We didn't need a great image. We didn't need a title. We didn't need the money. We didn't need the house. We didn't need the car. We didn't need the degree. And for me personally, um, I've found this to be very true. So let's start. Here's what I've given up since COVID. I gave up my office space in Reno, Nevada. I moved to Reno because I found like somewhere I wanted to put my roots down, and I was able to afford an office space here. And I really wanted a traditional brick and mortar presence. And as soon as COVID came, the other business people in my office space left, and the the manager told me that, I'm sorry, we have to accept anyone now. And what that meant was the people who were coming in, um, it was no longer an office building. It was like a rec building. Uh, there was lots of noise going on, um, lots of music right next to me, and I couldn't work anymore. I could not work because it wasn't a work building. So I left, and shortly after, I gave up my living situation, which I had a great home with a roommate, like a very dear friend and her family. And I loved living there, but she had a compromised immune system, still does. So I found it to be very stressful. So I moved in with my boyfriend and his family, which turned out to be another very stressful situation that required a lot of healing after. And then shortly after, a year later, we gave up the city entirely. We gave up our fast living lifestyle. We gave up um, needing a house and needing to level up in society. And that's where we were before COVID hit. I was looking to get an apartment right across from my office. And, suddenly I just didn't want it anymore. I was like, if this is what the world's going to be like, I don't want this anymore. So I'm really returning to my roots, to my true self. And deep down, what I've always wanted, in addition to everything that I said I wanted, right, to what people say you need to be successful, I've always wanted land. I've always wanted to grow food. I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to be sustainable. So we gave up city living and moved far away in the mountains where we're living. We're about to live on raw land. In the beginning of October, we're going to start roughing it, start building there, start growing food, start raising livestock. All while I'm growing this business, right? So that's a lot to give up. And on top of this, I really had to change the way I view how I operate my business. I could no longer work 8-hour days. It's just not feasible. I don't have an office right now, so I pretty much drive to the city and go work at a cafe 1 to 2 days a week. Um, I don't want to be on my phone all the time because it's not good for you. So I'm transitioning to work from my phone and work only on my desktop or laptop. Okay, so I'm going to have a setup. And I'm learning that it is achievable. Everything we've been told we have to do, the hustle, the grind, we don't need that. Um, if we can give up a lot of what we think we need, our conveniences, our luxuries, we'll find we can get by in very little. And so, I'm not striving for a certain dollar amount per month. Um, for me personally, my highest month so far has been $4,000. I was set up to make $10,000 a month. I'm still set up to make quite a good amount, but I just want you to know making money, I don't believe is sustainable anymore. That can't be the end goal. And so now, another thing I've given up is my business corporation. I really dreamt of having a corporation that would be global because I thought that was the best way to help people, to make employees and everyone who partook in my business a shareholder. But now that I see this crumbling, I'm making it a nonprofit where I can help raise community leaders through the curriculums I teach, through the things that my boyfriend and I are launching in our own communities, and we can help them match our efforts wherever they're located, right? So if you're in Africa or Asia or India or just across town, we can help you imitate what we're doing so we can become food independent, so we can have our own businesses that last when we're not online all the time. Um, so we can feed our families, feed our communities, and really take care of each other. So this is just a call out. This finds this will find someone who needs it, and if this is something that you feel this is the direction you're headed in, um, I would invite you to get on a call with me. I have a legacy brand map, and together we explore the intention that is in your heart and get really deep so we can say, what alternative way can we provide for you? If the desk job isn't working, if you've been trying to launch a business forever and it's not working, if you've already invested in someone and they failed you, if you thought you were going to go to college and you're doubting everything, or if you're in college or in graduate school, let's get on the phone and let's revisit everything that you've been told you wanted, and let's really reconnect with your purpose, with you, so that you can spend your one and only life enjoying it and having all your needs met without being a slave or selling your soul. So I'll drop the link below. You could schedule a free call. We go over the legacy brand map. And I promise it will change your life. It's changed the life for dozens of people, and it definitely changed mine. I used my legacy brand map to get where I am today. I look forward to talking with you, and thanks for watching.